Hey people, how y'all doing tonight? It's Monday night. So I just wanted to make a YouTube video. Just binge watched Waco on Netflix and just wanted to share some thoughts. And I might spoil this, so if you want to watch it, you should probably watch it first before watching this. Anyway, very interesting. Happened in about 1993, I think. So I was, I think, just starting high school, and I remember watching the TV. Remember something was going on down there. Didn't know exactly what, but I do remember a fire and whatnot. Watching it on TV, and over time, just came to believe it was like some kind of cult issue, and didn't really care to or know much detail about it. Just that the guy was crazy and some people died, I guess. I don't remember what I was exactly I knew about it. But anyway, it was seventh on Netflix, about most popular in the US, so it just caught me at a time I wouldn't mind watching it, and it kind of hooked my attention. I'm a fan of history, and then his theology and action. So, the trifecta. And just very interesting. It made the government look very bad. So I do find that interesting, and that aspect of how Netflix is educating our society, American society, in that manner. With, I think I've heard it said like that's our way that our society is being molded is through video. And this is a video right here, so I'm helping to contribute maybe in a positive way, right? Anyway, it was very, very interesting. I had sympathy for that group by the end of it, and absolutely did not agree with the theology of the group. Very misguided. David Koresh and whatnot, but still, Netflix made that documentary, not Netflix, because Netflix didn't make it, but that documentary, I don't think they did, made the government look like murderers, basically. And they murdered the men, women, and children. And very persuasive in that aspect. I mean, you have to take a look back and look at the whole big picture if you, when I say that. But at the end of the day, they tried to fix this situation down there, and all these people got killed through fire. And I don't remember anybody saying that it was a mass suicide and that they were trying to kill themselves, but the documentary is saying that that's what the FBI and whatnot is saying, that that's what the group was trying to do, and they're just trying not to take any blame, which does not surprise me. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me at all in one bit, and there's just a lot of weird stuff that goes on in there, and you see that there are some people in the ATF and the FBI who tried to really resolve this situation peacefully, despite some people who just wanted to use force. I think there's something to be said about, like, when is force necessary? Should the government be able to use force because someone is not doing what you want them to do? Uh, you know, when is force justifiable? When is it legally allowed? And when is a citizen allowed to defend themselves against a illegal government force? I think that's probably the biggest question. Now, I think as a Christian, I don't think finding myself in that situation is something that I would ever experience. And it's, to me, there were a lot of escapes, and but it's like sometimes people want to take a stand and it could cost their lives. Essentially, it's like he became a martyr. That's how that documentary makes it look. And the thing is, like, I haven't read enough and studied everything about that, so I think that documentary has the upper hand as far as educating our society. And it's very interesting. I mean, I just really I don't want to say I enjoyed it because but it was well made. It just had the actors were good, and you know, the acting was good. Yes, I said that, but it just makes you question a few things, especially about like self-defense and defending yourself against the government, and the right to self rule or self-govern yourselves, as long as you're not breaking the law, right? Or, you know, the Bible says to love God and to love your neighbor. You know, when you're doing those things, you're not going to be doing anything wrong. So I think that's the safest laws to be following. However, and I don't believe David Koresh was doing that. I mean, he talks about him sleeping with other men's wives, and the men had to be celibate even though they were married, which is such ridiculous theology. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. But, you know, we're talking about adultery, we're talking about just stupid. That's just stupid to me. But the thing is, whether or not you agree with something, does it make it right for the government to come in and you know, kill you, basically? You know, that's what it looks like. And so the thing is also, the way that the documentary set it up was that the ATF was trying to make themselves look good by shutting down this group. However, they misjudged a few things, and that the group knew that they were coming. So the ATF did not have the advantage of a surprise, which is what they really needed to do this peacefully, which they could have. However, and then there was one ATF agent that tried to stop them from going in and saying that they no longer had the element of surprise, so don't go in, it's not going to be good. And he was ignored, basically. And then there was the FBI negotiator who pleaded to try to resolve things peaceably, and in the end, I mean, we all know what happened if you read the news or whatever, and you don't even have to watch the documentary pretty much to get a basic idea of what transpired. But anyway, it was easy to watch that. I've not been trying to binge watch anything. I have been trying to watch, or not watch too much, just maybe passively just have something going on the TV. But this kind of caught my attention, and hey, anyway, it was very interesting, and that's all I'll say about it. Bye bye.